Did you know that this game exists? Because I feel like it didn't previously and now it does, and therefore we should do a run. That's an intro now, that suffices. I'm gonna try and unlock Eve, and I think I'm gonna try that with Magdalene, because she starts off with a pretty large amount of health anyway. So we can probably manage to not pick up... Alright, we can probably manage to not pick up hearts for 2 floors. Alright, cool. Immediately we start off by giving up everything. So Magdalene starts off with an item called the Yum Heart, which gives you 1 red heart whenever you use it. Like, it heals back 1 red heart. And we're gonna get rid of it immediately to get Guppy's head instead. Also, we got the Brimstone baby, which is like the other babies, only it shoots brimstone instead of like tears or whatever. That's kind of nice. Pretty much already dead, but we'll probably be okay. If we won't be, then I'm just gonna cry. But brimstone babies can also shoot over rocks like this, and we can destroy quite a lot. We just need to stay alive for a little while. We'll probably be okay as long as we get stuff like this. That's just incredibly nice. And all we have to worry about is not picking up hearts for 2 floors, and that can be in the entire run. So on this first floor I will pick up hearts just to like build up a buffer, not down floor 1. I guess I'll take this on account that we haven't picked it up before. Like, we can charge our tears now and then we just shoot a whole bunch, and that does kind of combine well with the brimstone baby, obviously. But if we take damage while we're charging, I believe it teleports you out of the room. So that's something to consider. We basically don't want to take damage ever, even more than usual. Oh my god, and we got the petrify poop. That is very good. It means we're gonna get a lot of extra things out of these poop. Look at all that money that's coming out now. That's exactly what you always want to see. But yeah, just gonna try not to die. The brimstone baby is definitely going to help out a lot. It's a really good item. It's probably the best baby, and that's why it costs 2 hearts to get as well. I think when the game originally came out, it actually only cost 1, and it was just ridiculously powerful. And I think it can actually show up outside of Devil Deals as well. I think you can actually get it in like item rooms as well, but I am happy to sacrifice 2 of my hearts to get it gladly in a situation where we're playing as Magdalene. So just gonna do that and try and stay alive. I would really like a soul heart somewhere along the line, but we'll see what we get, I suppose. We're just gonna take what we can get and then move on with our lives. We might be able to buy one in the store, and I might actually check out the store in just a second to see if there's anything cool there. We are in the cellar, I believe. Yeah, we're in the cellar, so there's a reasonable chance we're gonna be fighting the spider. Ah, that's perfect. Although the PhD would also be okay. Like, the PhD, what it does is that it sort of makes your pills better. It mostly just tells you what they do before you eat them, and it probably removes some of the more negative ones. But in the previous game, I feel like it was a better item as it just gave you more better pills. But in this game, it never really works out for me all that well. Plus, it also heals up a whole bunch of your red hearts. I don't actually know if it heals up all of them, but it heals a bunch, and that's kind of nice. We don't have bombs at all, so I'm just going to leave it at this, I think. And they're fighting the Haunt. That's pretty terrible, but the Haunt, you start off not being able to damage him. Eventually, one of those ghosties is going to come out, and once you kill that one, it's going to drop 2 ghosties instead. Because we have the Brimstone baby, no problem at all, and after that, he's going into phase 2. This would be a lot easier if we had bombs, because then we could just put a bomb in the top there and we would be able to, oh, careful now, we would be able to like just block him off over here, and if you like move over there, he's gonna like zoom into you. But that went pretty well. That actually went really good, so I'm pretty happy about that. Tears up, so that's the thing. I don't really know how well this works with like, you can like sort of still shoot normally. It's a bit weird with this item, and I'm not overly used to using it. Usually I just leave it there, but because we haven't picked it up in a single run yet, I figured we might as well. So I'm a little bit uncertain what I'm gonna do here. I'm tempted to try and not pick up hearts in the caves on account that we only have like a couple hearts available. It just sort of depends what's gonna drop here, honestly. If there's gonna be a lot of hearts dropping here, I'll probably pick them up, but I don't know yet. Either way, we're just doing a run as Magdalene. This is also a thing we should just consider. Magdalene is just not very fast in general as well, so taking damage can be a little bit easier with her, but hopefully we should be okay. Getting a lot of money over here, so that's very good. And just gonna keep going. Oh, right, we used our key already to get into the shop on the previous floor. So we're gonna need to find a shop somewhere, but I think we should do... not a shop. We should find a key somewhere, but as long as we keep getting rooms like this, I'm pretty okay with this. I mean, if we just keep getting rooms where we can quite easily just destroy everyone without taking damage, and I'm entirely okay with that. Watch out for these guys, but at least the one that actually goes towards us died very quickly, and Brimstone has room-sized range, so that was very nice. And I guess we're just gonna be exploring this entire floor just to be safe. I want to get into my item room as much as possible, especially in a run where I sort of accidentally sacrifice all my health for better items. It is kind of nice though that we just happened to get that devil deal at the start, because the Yum Heart is honestly not that great of an item in my opinion. Not any keys at all. That's not great at all, but oh well. We might be able to get a key from the boss. It's unlikely, but there are some items which drop keys that the boss can drop. So let's see what we get. Pin, that's not bad. I can deal with that very easily. You just sort of stay next to the wall, and eventually he'll sort of try and jump into you. But with the Brimstone baby especially, he just sort of dies really quickly. He sort of spawns in random locations. Oh, this is actually really good as well. Like, he sort of spawns in random locations, but when he does that exploding tear attack, he actually just always spawns in the same spot pretty much. I might pick this up. The hearts, I mean, and just try not to pick up any hearts in the caves instead. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to leave it at that. And as long as we just do it on 2 floors, then we're entirely set. So, yeah, this is sort of my idea. I'm going to go into my curse room over here and see if we can get something cool. Oh, that's brilliant. That is very nice. This gives us extra damage, and it also gives us a soul heart, so we don't have to use up one of our black hearts there. And we actually got a bomb there, so I'm hoping that my secret room is over here. Ah, yes, and now we can still get into our item room anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna... One of these might be bombs or key, and then I don't need to use... Well, I'll still use it, but... Alright, so Ball of Steel gives you 2 soul hearts, so that is very good. Well, okay, so that lowers the requirement for needing a bomb. Man, I should have gone into my secret room first now, because then I wouldn't have had to use my hearts at all, but oh well. Really good pills here. Oh my god. Oh my god! Alright, by the way, this is the seed. Alright, so we're pretty good on everything right now. Yeah, I think we should be fine with not picking up hearts in the caves. Oh my god, these items are incredible. That is so very good. We might even not take damage in the caves with the items we have available now. Like, the Holy Mantle is so good when you're trying not to take damage. Just because you can take damage, like 1 hit per floor. And it's just so good. And all we have to do is not pick up hearts, and our heart situation is, like, brilliant right now. Oh man, this is the good stuff. This is the kind of Magdalene run you want to run, because it is just the bee's knees right here. So we're just gonna keep going. Just gonna fly through these floors. Apparently we got a key at some point, so we can go in here, get ourselves a miter. Which actually, due to the fact that I don't really want to pick up things right now, like I don't really want to pick up hearts right now, it's not that great. But for the later floors, it will be. Basically, what it does is it like increases the odds of... I think it like changes certain heart drops into soul heart drops. And that's basically always something I want, because soul hearts are just great. I really do prefer them over normal hearts. So that is nice for when we get into the depths and onwards. And I'm actually just going to run it. I'm just going to run to the end as quickly as possible. Gertie Jr., no problem at all. We are dealing so much damage with Maggie. This is like a super decent build with Maggie. I kind of wish I didn't pick up the Cursed Eye now, because this it might lead to some trouble. Mr. Squeezy, it drops 2 soul hearts, so I need to be careful not to pick those up. And... wow. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Oh my god. Alright, so we got... we got the dead cat, so we can die 9 times if we want to. We got brimstone, which means we are just destroyers of worlds right now. This is ridiculous, but I'm taking it happily and gladly. We only need one more guppy piece to become guppy. We have the brimstone, baby, and we have brimstone. Like, that combination is one for the record books of greatness right here, because, man, that's the good stuff. We are just bombing through this world right now. I think we still can, like, of course we get a key before the item room. Like, we still can, get teleported out of rooms if we take damage while we're charging because of the cursed eye, but we're gonna destroy everyone. And that's gonna be that, honestly. And yeah, just gonna keep running. Not gonna worry about the things. I kinda wish I wasn't even going for Eve right now so I could just pick up everything. I was kinda tempted to go into that curse room. I might actually do it on on the way back, but first we're just gonna keep on going. We can enter the curse room like pretty safely on account that we have the Holy Mantle. And this is also an interesting item, but I'll keep that. I'll explain that later. But the Holy Mantle is pretty good for curse rooms because you take the damage from entering the room. Like the Holy Mantle just absorbs that, so you don't take damage anymore for going into those rooms at all. It's just super good. And I will definitely be going into my curse room after we've cleared the floor, I think. Time-wise, we're doing really good as well. And I really do wish we didn't pick up the thing now. What am I thinking of? The whatchamacallit, the cursed eye. That's just at some point we had to have picked it up just so for the sake of having picked it up at some point, but with a run this good, I'd rather just not have it. I'd rather not take it at all. But what are you gonna do? Nothing at all. We're just gonna keep blowing through this world and have a good day at the end. I will take that, whatever it is. The world card, sure. Makes life even more easy. And yeah, brimstone just destroys these guys as well. Because you just wait until they open up and then they pretty much just instantly die. I destroy the mushrooms, but we already have the magic mushrooms, of course, so not gonna do that. Gertie. And we're gonna actually see if getting a devil deal counts as taking damage for the no damage achievement, I think, because I'm gonna say we can probably kill this guy without taking damage here. There we go. And we got Spelunker Boy. Alright, so we no longer need to worry about damage. The moment I leave this floor, I should have Eve unlocked. I'm pretty sure about that. But I'm actually going to go into my curse room real quick to see if there is any guppy items in there. And probably, if there isn't, I'm gonna go into that like challenge room thing. The one where you fight all the enemies once you open a chest, on account that I would like that a lot right now. 2 hearts, no thanks. I'd really like to have them, but I want Eve more, so we're just gonna leave it like this. And I'm just gonna open these 2 chests over here and destroy everyone. Even more hearts, look at this nonsense. I might actually just try not to take any damage in the, like, not pick up hearts in the depths instead, because there are 4 hearts on this floor, which I can very easily pick up. So I think I'm actually gonna do that, on account that it makes our health situation a little bit, even more safe than it already is. So I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I accidentally took damage there, but Holy Mantle, doesn't matter. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use this pill, get a health up, because the world loves me, apparently. This is just one of the most ridiculous runs that I've had. Like, pretty much every run we've recorded so far has been pretty ridiculous, but this one is really just like 5 miles above that even. So this thing, I think it spawns harder enemies, but you also deal more damage, and I do like damage a lot, so I'm actually gonna take that. Man, this is just absolute madness, but I will gladly take it. Gonna take these extra 2 hearts over here. Use our Holy Mantle not to take damage from doing that. And we're pretty much at full health, so yeah, I'm not at all sad about making that choice. If we do it right, we might even like do the depths without taking any damage as well, and get that out of the way immediately. Oh my god. Oh, good times, man. Paralysis, it just paralyzes you for a while, doesn't really matter. Another health up pill. Which might now be a health down pill if we see it again later, because we're at 2 health containers now. Not even gonna pick up red hearts. I'll come back. I'll pick those up at some point. Probably the depths too, I guess. I'm gonna use my world card here just to speed it up a bit. I guess I have to go to the right for the boss, but I'm gonna see my item room just real quick. Pin is here again, but we're just gonna destroy him because we are almighty and all powerful. Very easy. I wonder if there's a curse. Oh, there is a curse from over there. So I guess I might as well visit that in a second. Not gonna pick that up because I want Eve. And I set out to unlock Eve this run. It didn't quite go exactly the way I expected it would go, but it absolutely put me in a correct position to unlock Eve, so I will do exactly that. We really don't need the 1 soul heart over there, so we should be pretty fine on that one. Not gonna touch you because I'm not your friend. Oh, yeah, Curse of the Blind. I hope this isn't, like, horrible. Dead bird. Alright, that's fair enough. Dead bird, when you take damage, it spawns a little bird that damages the enemy for a while. It's not a very good item, but it exists. So there you go. Let's see if there's anything in here. Another item. Guppy piece? No, but not bad. We've had this item before. It just doubles drops from rooms when we kill everyone, so that's fair enough. We're just gonna like leave this place as quickly as possible. I'm tempted to go to my shop, actually, thinking about it. But I think I'll just go to the shop on the next floor instead. That may like increase the chance of greed showing up in a way. We actually get a free key over here, which is nice. Alright, the haunt twice. That's actually kind of terrible. That's a pretty horrendous boss fight. And we immediately took damage. We killed a lot of the ghosts very quickly there, but I wouldn't be surprised if we take damage in this battle. Although he does die very quickly to this. Never mind. We should be entirely okay. There we go. Done and done. Range up, pointless with brimstone, but fair enough. Let's just go to the depths too. We should unlock Eve now, I believe. Or not? Do we have to do it two floors in a row? I thought we had at least 1 floor where we didn't pick up hearts, but I guess maybe health up pills count as hearts? I'm not sure. Nah, that's just nothing. I guess I'll just keep not picking up hearts. Maybe it's 3 floors or something. I don't know. I'll just keep going. Whatever. Our health situation is good enough to be able to warrant not picking up more hearts from this point anyway. Look at that. That was like the upgraded version as well. He just got decimated there. That was good. That's good stuff. There was a poop in the middle. I didn't even see him, but I guess a fly killed him or something. Fair enough. Empty room over here. Okay. Item room over there. I will gladly go in there because apparently we just get 3 keys for fun there. Not gonna pick that up. Chemical peel. I'm not actually sure how that connects with brimstone, but usually like half of your tiers would deal more damage. But on account that we have brimstone, it might work differently. I'm not 100% sure about that. Quickly left a room there to not take damage from those tiers. It was mostly an accident because I was trying to dodge and accidentally walked out of the room, but alright. And destruction. We are just killing everyone in a single hit. It's so satisfying. It is so much fun. Destroy you, and move on. We're getting so many keys. What is going on here? Not really sure what's up with that, but alrighty then. There we go. And mom. I even forgot to even go into the shop there, but alright. Apparently there's a soul heart over there. I don't know where that came from, but alright. There we go. And we unlock Dark Boy for beating the depths without taking any damage, because look at this nonsensical build we've got going on. Alright, just carefully picking all that up. The Magician. Oh, yeah, sure, I'll take that. Should I take the Pentagram? I think I'll take it, actually. Ruins our health a bit, but it deals more damage. And we can finally do this now. Oh, oh, this is all really good. Oh my god, I don't have that many bombs, otherwise I'd take sad bombs because that is just also so strong, but I might take this one actually. Sad bombs is probably the best item to take here, honestly, but I'll take those another time, I think. I'll take this, I'm pretty sure this is a damage up. Alright, so now we have a boss rush on our hands. We have to kill a lot of bosses. And once we do so, we get a little unlocked for doing it with this specific character. It's character specific, so you have to do it with every character at least once to unlock everything. But because we have Brimstone, we can kill a lot of them by just standing over here and shooting in that general direction. And because we also have Brimstone Baby, we're doing it even faster. And there's just going to be a lot of bosses you're not even going to see. It doesn't have all the bosses, but it has a lot of them. And it's always the same bosses you're fighting over here as well, so it's not too much. Like, it's pretty predictable what you have to do. It's pretty important to kill, like, the second wave of bosses as quickly as possible. One of those, like, spawns red poops all over the place. And it's pretty horrible for, like, the rest of it, because they just stay there for the rest of the entire boss battle. And it's very easy to run into them and just not see them at all, because it blends in pretty well with, like, the floor, because everything just turns into blood after a while. And yeah, we're just taking everything down from a distance over here because we can right now. We just have the option to do so. 2 hits is pretty much enough to kill all these. I'm actually going to use my Magician card because it gives us the effect of, like, Spoonbender. It gives us the effect of just homing tears, which is obviously really good with Brimstone as well. And look at this nonsense. This is just such a good build we have right now. Try not to get hit by that, but other than that, this is probably one of the more annoying ones, because they can just spawn a lot of enemies, they can jump around all the time and shoot lasers from anywhere, but they just got destroyed. There we go. Spider and Pin. There they go. No problem. Now the more difficult versions of, like, the Duke of Flies and whatnot. Mask of Infamy, which is actually a boss we haven't seen yet properly, like, in a boss room. First you have to kill his heart, then you have to kill his body. Or his mask, I suppose, and that is that. And another boss, which we haven't seen yet, which is... there's really nothing to commentate here. I'm just standing next to some rocks and shooting things from off screen, and that is that. That is the boss battle. We actually got hit there, so now we have to be at least a little bit careful, because we do still have the Cursed Eye. And if we take damage while charging, I'm pretty sure we're just going to get teleported out and lose all of our progress on this. So, obviously I don't want that, and we don't have that. There we go! We unlock Maggie's bow. Which is a pretty good item, and we also get an item for beating that, which is the Blood of the Martyr. It's a random item which you get here. I think it's just like item room, maybe? But Blood of the Martyr just increases our damage even more, so that's good. And we're just gonna leave this floor, and hopefully we'll unlock Eve now? I'm guessing we should at this point. There we go. Now we have Eve. We can pick up hearts again. So that's good stuff. Now we just have to get through the rest of this run without dying. I'm pretty confident we will. I'm not sure if we're gonna fight Satan because we don't have a goat head or anything, so it's not guaranteed that the devil deal is gonna open. But even if we don't, like, we unlocked Eve. That's what I set out to do, and that's what we did. Plus we got to see a ridiculous build like this, so I'm pretty happy about that in general. But with some luck, we might even be able to go to Satan. Eventually it becomes guaranteed that you're going to be able to go to Satan, but you need to kill Mom a whole bunch of times before that's possible. I'll take that, actually, because it's fun. We don't really need the poop thing anymore, so I'm going to take this. Normally this makes your tears go weird, but now it makes my brimstone go weird. And it just looks nice. I'm not actually sure if there's, like, a positive effect to this at all, other than it looking cool. But it looking cool is a pretty important aspect to me, so that's a good enough reason for me to take it, honestly. We already have the no damage womb achievement, so it doesn't really matter what we do here. We'll probably be okay regardless, but we won't be able to go for that. What's this? Pheromones? Fair enough. Pheromones actually make enemies, like, charmed for a while, and they just attack other enemies instead. And sometimes that's useful. There's a couple instances where it's pretty good, but it doesn't last very long, so it's just an okay thing to have every now and then. It's just there. It exists. And that's about all I'm going to say about it. I'm not a hugest fan of relying on it, but, you know, it has its uses. Boy. I don't know why I was worried about that, because we still have the Holy Mantle, so even if we did get hit there, it wouldn't even have mattered. I probably should have just run into it instead to make sure we didn't take even more damage. But in the end, we didn't take any damage at all, so it's like, whatever. I might actually get grabbed here on purpose, because there's nothing here, but simultaneously, I don't really like getting hit by enemies, so I might just destroy them instead. Alright, what do we got? We're going in the absolute wrongest direction, so I guess we're going down. We could go right there as well, but it's very unlikely that it's going to be to the right here, I think. But yeah, there we go. Absolutely nothing. But whatever, we got 2 chests out of it. Got a whole bunch of bombs. Yeah, sat bombs is an item I was definitely considering, because sat bombs, whenever you blow up a bomb with sat bombs, it like explodes in an explosion of tears, and it's ridiculous how strong those tears are. I'm pretty sure it's based on your damage, but especially with brimstone, I can pretty much just, like, put it in the middle of the room and it would just kill any boss. It's pretty ridiculous item, honestly. 2 spades, sure, I'll take that. 44 keys, why not? It's completely pointless to me right now, but it exists. I'm just going to put all my coins into this little guy because it doesn't look like he's actually going to be nice enough to give us any good items. Because that's how beggars do sometimes. Oh god, that's a bomb. Alright, well there he goes. Bad gas. Okay, we're just going to leave. But yeah, this is one of those builds that you just get every now and then. It doesn't happen extremely often, but when it does happen, it's just great. It's good stuff. It makes you just very happy to play the game. It's definitely, when you're new to the game, it's just great to get, on account that it just makes getting to the end so much more viable. Because when you play this game at first, you're just gonna get destroyed a lot of the time. And it takes a pretty long amount of time to actually just figure out how the heck to actually play this game at all, and play it effectively in a way. But when you get a build like this, it just gives you more of a sight what is like at the end of the game as well. So it's kind of nice when it happens. Another damage up because, of course, and it also gives us speed, so that's fair enough. We didn't get a devil deal here, so the odds of us getting a devil deal on the next floor is actually pretty high. And the way that I could tell that we didn't get a devil deal is because it just makes a loud sound whenever you get a devil deal in this game. So since we didn't hear that, it wasn't there. But we're just gonna keep going. I might have just also not heard it, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't there. I'm beginning to doubt myself now, but it's fine because we're dealing so much damage that it really does not matter in terms of that. It's just that I want to see Satan with a build like this because it gives us a little bit more progress into that little picture that is currently on our little loading, well, title screen thing. File selection screen? That's probably the word I'm looking for. Would have been nice, though, if we didn't have the womb no damage achievement yet, though, because we definitely would have gotten that as well. And basement no damage, it's not hard to get, but I keep getting, like, I pretty much always go into like curse rooms in the basement because there might just be really good items to start off with, and you'll always just take damage unless like you have some sort of weird build. Like if you're Azazel with a full card, you can go into your curse room without taking any damage at all, obviously. But I'm not often Azazel because Azazel is just not a very exciting character. Okay, can I damage you now? There we go. I guess you do have to actually kill everyone in the room, maybe, to damage those guys. I haven't really seen those guys very often. This is like the second one we've seen in like 10 runs or something? 11? I'm not 100% sure how far we are in terms of amount of runs at this point, but yeah, it's not an enemy you fight very commonly, even with like the amount of champions you get on hard mode. Though I guess the champion's belt does increase the odds of fighting those guys. Mom's heart, there we go. Just gonna stand over here, shoot a whole bunch of brimstones. For some reason, she went back even though her eye was still spawned to the top right there, but alright. Fair enough, I guess. We're just gonna stand here, get hit once by a thing. And we actually got a devil deal, so if we touch the chest now, you get ending blah blah blah. But we're not going to do that. We're going straight down. We are definitely going to fight Satan with this build. We are definitely going to go down and unlock whatever it is we're going to get with this character. And we got everything is terrible. So from this point on, it's just going to... I don't know what that actually does. I'm guessing it just spawns more champions in general or something. Or maybe there's just a higher chance from this point on that you're going to get the cellar instead of the basement. But I don't really know how much it changes. But with a build like this, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna keep everything dead. Nothing's gonna touch us. Emperor, strength. Strength is fun. It gives you an extra heart container for that room, and it makes you deal more damage. And if you like get a lot of them in a single room, you can use them over and over and make yourself bigger than the entire screen. But that takes a really elaborate setup to do that. But it's possible, and it's pretty hilarious. One day I'm hoping I'll be able to do that with one of my runs, but we'll see about that, I suppose. Coins, very useless. Should have put some coins in my donation machine in this run, honestly, but oh well. Balls of steel, I will take that, go out of the room to recharge my holy mantle and get my strength card back. Very nice. And now we're just gonna keep going. So far we've only gained hearts on this floor, so I will gladly take that. Whole bunch of ghosts. Hate this room with every character. Even with a build like this, don't like this room at all. Not a fan. And what else do we have? We have ourselves the Fallen One, or whatever he's called. The Fallen, I think. But he dies, because we are almighty. Super Greed! They're like Greed, but bigger and more annoying. This thing makes our tears fly really fast, but I don't think this changes Brimstone at all. So we're just gonna have the old whoopity-whoop hookworm, I think the item is called. I'm actually gonna destroy all the fires here just for the sake of maybe getting another soul heart out of it. You never know. We got a coin. Useless, but, you know, fun. I wonder where Satan's hiding. Oh, there he is. That wasn't so hard to find. But, there you go. I might actually explore the rest of the floor just to... Oh, that works as well, I suppose. Like, I was wondering if there was maybe an arcade room on this floor and that we could potentially put all our money in there. Because sometimes arcade rooms have donation machines as well, but this floor doesn't look very interesting. So, just gonna get my strength card, go inside here. Use it, and we're really big right now. Also on account that we still have the man, I'm bad at that. Like also on account that we still have like the magic mushrooms, which also increases our size. I actually took damage there. That's kind of sad, but it doesn't really matter because we're just gonna end this guy as quickly as possible. Now we just gotta make sure not to get hit like 11 times while fighting his feet that are coming from the sky. It could happen. We might die here. I think he actually died from hitting us there. That was weird. But there we go. That was a run. That happened. And we unlocked the Guardian Angel, which actually isn't unlockable. I wasn't actually sure about that. And we got one step closer to unlocking whatever the heck this is all about. So, yeah. Pretty good Maggie run. We unlocked Eve, which I set out to do. We did the boss rush for the first time. Didn't expect to do that with this character for the first time, because usually this character is just awful. I don't like this character at all, because her speed is so terrible from the get-go. Like, literally everyone else's speed is like 2 on the sheet, and hers is 1. And that movement speed hurts, but you get a lot of hearts to start out with, and it makes it sort of an easier character for new players in that regard. If Azazel didn't exist, but you need to unlocking him might be a little bit more tricky, actually. Well, is it? Probably not, actually, but yeah. It's definitely not my favorite character, but we got such a ridiculous run over there that it didn't even matter. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time, we'll, I don't know, we'll do something else, I suppose. And it's gonna be the bee's knees. Hope to see you guys there. Bye-bye.